Hello and welcome, beautiful, vibrant souls, to today's pick a card reading, which is what do you need to know about your intuition at this time? So this might be talking about new spiritual gifts that are emerging. This might be talking about clarifying something that you've been intuitively picking up on. This could be serving as confirmation of something that you're getting in your intuition, or possibly talking about intuitive blocks that need to be resolved. We'll see what comes through. As usual, we have three options to choose from today. We have option 1 denoted by this lovely orange calcite. We have option 2 denoted by this rainbow moonstone. And option 3 denoted by my new baby, the lovely serpentine, serpentini. You know, whatever's clever. So feel free to pause the video if you need, meditate, contemplate on the options in front of you. When you have picked one that best resonates with your energy, head down to the timestamps in the description box below. Sorry, my house is creaking. And that will take you to your selected option. So with that, I'm going to start with group 1. Hi, group 1. Okay, so I actually already started recording this reading and then I was interrupted very irritatingly. And it was kind of actually in alignment with the energy of your group. So I have already seen your cards. I'm really sorry. I try not to look at them because I like to discover them with you, but I have already seen them. So you guys picked the orange calcite. And what I feel like is kind of going on here, there's a sense where I feel like you're being encouraged to have a sense of optimism. You know, this is always, I call this one like my happy boy. So when I put it in my pocket, I'm like, oh, I'm going to take the happy boy with me. You're being encouraged at this time, or intuitively you might feel the need to hold on to positivity, especially if kind of circumstances around you are like not going so hot. And that might be something where it's like, I don't know why I feel like all this is going to work out, but I feel like it's going to work out, or I believe that things are going to work out. So I feel like that's kind of the energy that you guys are in. So the gigantic cards that are in the thumbnail are actually a tarot deck. So while I initially picked them for, you know, to kind of serve as the thumbnail photo, I actually wanted to incorporate them into the reading because I did shuffle for them to kind of, you know, talk about the overarching themes with your oracle cards. So you guys got the 5 of Swords. And for your oracle cards, you also got Intention. You got Evocation and Keep the Faith. Evocation is 18, that reduces to a 9. Keep the Faith is 26, that reduces to an 8. So this was perfectly in alignment with what I had been talking about before. I feel like you guys, you're on a new path, and it might be taking you through some kind of bumps along the road in terms of the growth process, right? The 5 of Swords is not an easy energy. You could be going through a lot of, I'm just taking a sip of my water. A lot of kind of interruptions. Delays is something that's not usually a thing with this card, but I was getting that. Interruptions or delays. You could be going through a lot of like mental chaos. For some of you, this is more internal, but for many of you, I feel that you are calling in this new frequency and experience, this new version of self. And there are people in your reality who are kind of trying to hold on to the way things were, and it's becoming increasingly uncomfortable, or people are falling away or need to fall away. I'm hearing a stern talking to. So you might need to be having like boundary conversations with people. You know, you might be kind of like noticing a further and further disconnect. I'm feeling like this like discomfort creeping in, right? Where it's like, because if you notice here, we have the 5 eagles, but there's one up here. I feel like you are ascending, and you're the more that you're spending time in the places you used to go, with the people you used to spend time with, having the same conversations you used to have, the more you're kind of like noticing how much you've changed, or noticing how much it's not for you. I know it's hard to see, but like this eagle is screeching, but it also kind of looks shocked a little bit, like, oh my God. So you guys might be going through some power struggles. You guys might be going through some difficult conversations with people in your life. There's harsh words exchanged. For some of you, this is over world events, politics, religion, kind of like big stuff. You could be on a totally different path than the people in your life. You could be starting to become more vocal about your authentic self and who you are becoming. And this is causing more and more of a rift. That's the word I was looking for. Because I feel like with, you know, evocation and intention can have some similar energy. But I also kind of feel like this Five of Swords and this evocation kind of have similar energy. Notice we have all the lightning. This almost makes me think of the Tower card in the tarot. And an evocation is, you know, we're evoking something, right? We're calling something in. I feel like there is an intention that you have set spiritually for a new path, right? In the intention card, she's got 2 candles. When I see candles in tarot and oracle, it makes me think of the wand suit. So it kind of makes me think of that 2 of Wands energy, right? You're going through this portal into a new experience. And the thing with the 2 of Wands is we have the Ace of Wands. That's our initial, you know, spark of inspiration. And the 2 of Wands is when we kind of start planning out how we take that inspiration and we move forward on it. So there's something where you've already set an intention, being like, you know, I want to be this kind of person. I want to do this kind of work. I want to travel to this place. I want to live here. There's something where you've set an intention and you started kind of mapping it out. You started really looking at, okay, well, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could be this kind of person. Maybe I should go this direction. And the thing with the 2 of Wands is it's usually a departure from something that we already are familiar with. Just because in the traditional card, there's a guy and he's standing on a castle wall. He's got a wand in his left hand, a globe in his right. And to his right, bolted to the wall, is the other wand, right? Indicating the more established, explored, or known path. But I think it stands to reason that if you ask that same guy, you know, to, without thinking, just grab a wand and go, he'd probably take the one that's already in his hand, right? Indicating that there's something you're intuitively drawn to, and you know, you're already kind of know what to do. Even if it's sort of unknown, you're already kind of there. You're already interacting with it. You're already sort of on to the next thing at an energetic level. And this is where you guys have been at. Intuitively, you know this. And I think up until more recently, this has been more of an internal process. But this is where you're doing the inner work and the outer reality is starting to change. This is where the rubber meets the road spiritually. So what you need to know about your intuition is that you are on point, right? The intention you set is not a wrong intention to set. If other people have things to say about it, or even if this is your own energy where you're going back and forth within yourself, or there are aspects of the changes that you are struggling with, it does not mean that you were wrong. It does not mean that you made a bad choice. And it requires that you keep the faith. We have the elephant here, which makes me think of Ganesh, and that makes me think of like removing obstacles, right? Spirit is working on removing the obstacles from your path. And really what you're being asked to do is to block out the noise, whether it's coming from others or it's coming from more of an internal place, and know, right? Especially in the mental realm, to know that your soul is calling you forward for a reason. I want to get a better feel for what this change is, what this evocation energy is. The 6 of Cups. A lot of you are being called to heal the inner child. A lot of you are being called to align with people who are supportive, right? Who bring out that inner child energy. I want to look at this card but not take it. Yeah, the Chariot, a lot of you could be being called to relocate, honestly. And the Lovers, some of you for a relationship. Some of you are feeling called, you are connecting with your counterpart in the spiritual, and thus feeling called to relocate because that's where you will find them. And that might be causing issues with the people around you or causing you to become increasingly uncomfortable where you are. Temperance, okay. Sagittarius showing up. And the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're being asked to, like, this evocation is that you've been in this 5 of Pentacles energy, feeling alone, feeling like you have to just kind of get by and survive. And, sorry, we have trucks going by. And what this intention and evocation is that you set the intention, you know, I want to be around soul family. I want to be with my person. I want to be around people who truly get me, who know me, who understand me, who I can let my guard down with. You may, with the Five of Swords, have been surrounded a lot by people who are, you know, at times argumentative, who, you know, maybe you sit around and debate a lot, or you kind of like mentally spar. Or, you know, you could have a lot of fun with them, but you could also fight a lot with them. There's a chaos and an instability that ultimately leaves you feeling alone and like you have to defend and protect yourself. And you guys set the intention and are moving toward healing that, right? Being able to heal the inner child, being able to give yourself a sense of loving community. And so I feel like in these difficult times, what is this Five of Swords energy about specifically? The High Priestess. Yeah, some of you are really just claiming your spirituality. Some of you are really just like going with your intuition, and the people in your life might have something to say about it. Some of you are starting to kind of pull back and become a little more quiet, draw into yourself. There's something like that. And so you're being asked, what you need to know about your intuition is that you're very on point, right? Your soul is guiding you. There is no need to doubt that, right? But it does require that we follow up our intuition with our intentional action, right? So the best thing that you could be doing right now is to try to kind of focus on maintaining a positive mindset. Now, this does not mean that you have to, you know, ignore your more unpleasant feelings, not at all. But to kind of, you know, feel your feelings and let them out. But also kind of look to the sun in those darker moments, because you are heading in that direction, right? You are heading toward, one of the first steps to becoming happy is becoming uncomfortable with being unhappy. And this feels like what you guys are working on right now. And if your soul is calling you in a different direction towards something more, there might be people in your life who don't like it. It might be uncomfortable to let things go. It might be scary a little bit, but that doesn't mean that you're moving in the wrong direction. That doesn't mean that you're wrong. It doesn't mean that. So what you guys need to know about your intuition is that you are on point, that things are changing, and that even if it's unpleasant right now, I feel, you know, many of you kind of have this feeling like I should, you know, I'm getting this energy of like, this is a suicide mission, but like, you know, maybe you got to go have a conversation and you're like, there's no way this is going to go well. But you know what? I actually feel like this is going to be good for me. I feel like this is what I need to do. Follow that, right? Follow that and maintain as much as possible, maintain optimism about the results, because things are going to get to where you want them to be. But once again, the first step to being happy is becoming uncomfortable with being unhappy. So that's what I have for you guys for right now. I hope this helped. I'm wishing you guys luck. This is a little bit of a challenging energy, but I believe in you. My full faith and confidence. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope I get the chance to read for you again real soon, love bugs. Take care. Bye. Hi, group 2. So you guys chose the Rainbow Moonstone. I like this one a lot. As soon as I pulled your group over, I wanted to sit up really straight. So there's something where your intuition could be trying to kind of like really get your attention on something, or something has like got your antenna up. You're like, yes. That's kind of the energy. I'm just taking a sip of my water. I just want to sit with this for a sec before I flip over your cards, because I haven't seen your cards yet. There's an energy, I keep getting the word rain. There's an energy when you can almost smell rain before it comes. You could be getting like a shower of abundance, a shower of communication. And you can feel it. Some of you, it just rained, or it's like still raining. It's like tapering off. And it's like, that might be a smell that you really, really like. It's a very nostalgic smell. Some of you, you might have clairgustance. No, clairalience, excuse me. Clairgustance is psychic taste. Clairalience, which is psychic smelling. You might have that starting to kick in a little bit. Always go seek out medical help if you're getting phantom smells, if you're concerned about it. But if you know that like you're in good health and everything is fine, then that might be clear aliens kind of kicking in. For some of you, you're going to smell that rain smell really heavily at some point soon, and it's going to trigger some type of awakening or some type of new understanding on an old event. This was an understanding that was previously blocked to you, and your soul is releasing that now because it's time for you to move forward and be able to release some pent-up energy. So for the signifier cards for the thumbnail, these are actually from like a gigantic tarot deck, and so I did shuffle for them initially for the thumbnail, but I actually wanted to keep it as part of your oracle card section for overarching themes. So let's see what you got. You have the two of Swords. I also like how she's just like, yeah, okay. So you have the Two of Swords. Interesting. You have study. Okay. You have card 6, receive your blessings. Beautiful. And you have the spiral with attraction. This is card 5. Okay. A lot of you, I feel, have been maybe studying some aspect of spirituality or of manifestation. There is this sense of putting something into action that I think that you guys either have done or you're preparing to do. So I'm getting one of two things. For the majority of you, I feel as if this is something you've already started. You've been kind of curious about something with the study card. This always makes me think of the Page of Swords. You've been curious about something. Again, manifestation could be part of that. We have the rainbow that always makes me think of like Kundalini energy and chakra development and alignment. So you could have been studying, like you could have been studying the chakra system. You could have been studying Reiki. There's something where you've been curious about something enough to think about it, to want to learn about it, want to learn more. For some of you with the Two of Swords, you need to pick a path. There needs to be a decision or something needs to be said. And it's kind of like the time to act, whether that's from you or from somebody else, is coming up. And in this period of pause, there has been, with study and attraction, again, there has been a curiosity and it has been attracting an energy to you. This is card 5. So there have been changes taking place, I feel, behind the scenes. And intuitively, you know this. So for example, some of you have been trying to like, if some of you are waiting to hear from somebody, because again, I'm getting like the deluge of like communication, you may have in a period of quiet, silence, separation, etc. Or if you just feel that somebody's coming in, you may have kind of like spent this time working on projects that you want to work on, getting curious about aspects of self. There's something where you know it's coming. And I feel as if that's about to be, the stalemate, the silence is about to be broken. You are about to receive blessings. Now, for some of you, this is a path that you have yet to embark on, and it's very exciting. And there's something, pardon my itchy nose, because the Two of Swords always follows the Ace of Swords. For some of you, you have sparked a curiosity, some information, some download, some conversation has triggered some awareness, right? And you're continuing to kind of like, it's, you know, this is something that calls to you. You're attracted to this thing. And we're going to pull tarot in a second. You're attracted to this path, to this thing, to this person, and you're being asked to embark upon that, to pursue that. I sometimes think about the Two of Swords because if you think about, you know, the Ace, the 2, the 3, whenever like the Two of Swords comes up, sometimes I'll read like things on either side. I'm almost getting with the Ace and the 3 on either side of the Two of Swords. There's a pause, right? Because on the one side, there is truth, there's knowledge, there's communication, there's a breakthrough, there's a victory. On the other side, there is heartbreak, there is going around in circles. So some of you have been kind of hesitating on taking the next steps toward this path because there's like a concern that, you know, what if I make the wrong choice? Like, what if I'm wrong about this? It's like a sense of, I really have to be conscientious. I have to be careful. And I do see that for some of you. So you are attracted to this path because there are many, many blessings for you on it. And you need to know that. You have received this inspiration for a reason. I want to kind of get a better feel for, I want to clarify this Two of Swords first and foremost. Again, many of you you're waiting for something. Yeah, you can feel it coming. You can feel, there's that, like, that attraction. You can feel something. It's because you're pulling it into your energy field. There's the Fool at the bottom, a new venture. And the Fox, you know, the Fox is really all about, you know, being resourceful, you know, being, for me, the Fox is, you know, instinctive and always about, like, good timings, kind of like, you know, strike while the iron is hot. So for some of you, you're just waiting for the right time to do something, and kind of waiting for indication from Spirit. We have the Two of Cups. Like I said, some of you are waiting to hear from somebody. And the Hermit, yeah, there's, you know, there's partnership and relationship, and then there's being in quiet contemplation. So some of you, you're finding a balance between having meaningful quality alone time, having spiritual alone time, and a connection, right? And I do see that here. Some of you, you've been in hermit mode, and yeah, you've been in hermit mode. You've been waiting with, it looks like a dog. It could be a wolf. I'm going to say it's a dog. You've been waiting for somebody to come back into alignment with somebody that you are loyal to at the heart. Somebody with whom there's mutual love. This person could be writing to you. This person could be writing you messages and deleting them. And there's a sense with the Two of Swords of, like, I feel the communication coming, right? Again, the energy of the deluge, the rain. I feel the emotions, right? I feel that in the energy, but it hasn't arrived yet. I'm just waiting for it. So this is kind of serving as confirmation about what you're feeling. And that you are attracting this energy in, right? I want to clarify study. For some of you, if this is a spiritual path with the Hermit and the Two of Cups, this is something, the Two of Cups is a soul-aligned opportunity. This is something that would make you very happy. This is something that you have wisdom, you have knowledge, and you have, like I'm hearing, spiritual kind of like responsibility to others to pursue this path. We have another 2 coming up here. So the number 2 is very significant. We've already had it show up 3 times, but that was the 2 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles, clarifying study. And the 8 of Swords. So this is a partnership, whether this is at work, a spiritual partnership, a romantic partnership. This is, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. You're aligned with people who have similar goals, dreams, and values to you. A lot of you with this hermity energy, you've gotten clear on what your goals, values, or vision is, what they are, excuse me. And this is what's allowing you, this is what's attracting those things that are in alignment. But with the 8 of Swords, you don't see this yet. For some of you, you want to, like I said, with this clarifying study, pursue a new educational path and or career path. It will be a very abundant and prosperous venture for you. For some, you want to get into like herbalism or holistic healing. It will be a very, or sound healing as well. It will be a very prosperous path for you in more ways than one. It will be a way for you to receive abundant blessings. But you're being asked to, if that is your situation, you're being asked to take the leap on that. Now, except for those of you who you're trying to attract in communication, attract in a relationship. Some of you, you're attracting in a soul-based partnership. Excuse me. It does not have to be romantic, but there is that kind of energy here with the 2 of Cups. This also could just be, again, being, aligned with people who are on the same page as you. And you can feel it in the air. You can feel them coming into your life. And you're being asked to open yourself up to that, right? Perhaps pursue a class or an educational opportunity or an event that, you know, with study, that's something that you like, and that's where you'll meet these people. So this feels like for you guys more than anything else, and I am going to clarify receive your blessings. This feels like for you guys more than anything else, what your guides want you to know about your intuition at this time is that you are on point. There is something that is arriving into your reality because you've been attracted to it for a reason. You've been attracting it for a reason. That hermit energy, you've been doing the work. You've been preparing yourself for this next step. And if this is an educational or career path, a new hobby that you've been wanting to pursue, take the initiative in that situation. Take the initiative. If you're waiting on communication from somebody or you're waiting to realign with somebody, I don't feel like that's one where you necessarily need to take the initiative. But if this is like, you know, I want to be aligned with soul family members, I really want to find my purpose, you know, I'm really attracted to learning about this thing, I think I could do this for a career or something to that effect, take the initiative on that, because there is what you feel is accurate. You are attracting it into your energy. That's why you're connecting so heavily with it at an intuitive level. And with that Two of Cups, it will feed you emotionally. What you put into it is what you'll get out of it. So I do want to clarify, receive your blessings. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, if this is a career path, this is going to be very, very profitable for you. Immensely profitable. For some of you, if this is where you're waiting to realign with somebody, you had to find yourself and learn to love that person very deeply. And now you guys can be brought back together because I feel this is mutual. You've both been on a journey to learn who you truly are and to be accepting of that version of self and love that version of self. I want to pull like one more. The Ten of Pentacles. No way. Oh, this is a great reading. You're about to have such beautiful abundance, right? And stability, long-lasting kind of energy, because you've been doing the work at an energetic level, right? You've been doing the internal work, and now it's about to manifest outward. And so you guys need to know that. Again, pursuing any new career path or educational opportunity, hobby is going to be an immensely beneficial venture for you. And if you've been waiting to come into alignment with people that get you with like a soul partner, you will be coming into alignment once again because you've put in the work to truly know who you are and accept that person. And that means anything you build from that place is going to be very, very substantial and long lasting. And we see that with the Ten of Pentacles. So that's what you need to know about your intuition at this time. I really hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope I get the chance to read for you again soon. Take care. Bye. That was a good one. That was a good one. I would hope that was mine. Hi, group 3. So you guys picked the serpentini. This is my new baby, and I love her. You guys might be a little silly. I like that. You guys might be a little bit like, you know, a little eccentric. I like that. I feel like you guys have done so much work recently or had a big breakthrough recently to heal your heart. Feeling much lighter. There's a lot more levity in your life now. I'm getting this energy of what's next. So your intuition could be telling you that you've wrapped up a pretty significant cycle of healing. And you're right. Your intuition could be telling you that even though you've wrapped up a really big cycle of healing and you are preparing to move on to the next, there is a little bit of a lull between those two. I am getting that. I feel a lot of you have a really good relationship with your intuition, like you just trust it. Some of you, because when we are doing emotional healing, sometimes as a result, our spiritual gifts can kind of take a backseat. Some of you, you've wrapped up this really significant cycle of healing and you're spiritual gifts and intuitive abilities are kind of almost coming back, or coming back as strong, full force. And it's kind of like, oh, nice, I got that back. So I am kind of picking that up. So I used a big old tarot deck to pull the signifier card for the thumbnail, but I actually wanted to incorporate it into the reading because I shuffled for it. So I included it with the oracle section for overarching themes. So let's see what you got. 8 of Wands. Yeah, they would talk about those spirit guide messages, intuitive messages. I feel like some of you, you're back online, baby. Back online. Things are moving forward, though, really, really quickly. For some of you, this is going to pick up when Jupiter moves into Gemini. At the time I'm filming this, Jupiter is going to move into Gemini in like 4 months or so. It's going to be May 25th of 2024. And we're going to notice a particularly like sharp upswing in the energy because it's going to be, you know, Gemini is a mutable air sign. So it's very, very fast moving energy. Answered prayer, that's right. So when I was pulling the cards, this one like flew onto the ground as I was trying to take it out. I love this. I love this for you guys. Oh yeah, we have 7 with embrace stillness. Okay, there's that lull. And we have neophyte with study. It's interesting because group 2 got a card that said study on it. So I'm just sitting with this for a sec. Things are about to pick up and you need to know that. Your prayers are about to be answered. What is this kind of answered prayer, 8 of Wands energy about? Page of Wands. So this could be a new adventure. This could be a new creative project. This is going to be something you're really excited about. You could be traveling. You could be relocating. Like I said, a new creative project. And the Ace of Cups. I love that. I absolutely love that. This is something that's going to make you incredibly happy. This could be a new relationship, possibly with a fire sign. Some of you are going to be having a child and you're really excited about that. About that possibility. That's not that one. Okay. And there's the Page of Swords. So again, 2 pages coming out already, showing up. So that's very childlike energy. This could be something, a creative project you're putting online, which Jupiter moving through Gemini is a really fortuitous time. I actually just put a video out about this. Is going to be a really fortuitous time for any kind of like communication, any online ventures where it's like anything on social media. So if that's something you like to do, where you want to put your creative projects out there, that's a good time. We have the Hanged Man. Yep. And the Lovers. This is beautiful. Gemini energy now showing up. Okay, so all this coming out for the 8 of Wands. There's a new venture, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. It's going to make you very, very happy. And this could very well be, I'm getting a reconnection for some of you. Yeah, I just keep getting the word reconnect. Some of you are going to be reconnecting with a counterpart. And there's so much that's happened in that time, so much healing that's happened. I feel like with the Hanged Man, there's still a little bit left to go. There's still a little bit, you know, this is that pause we were talking about, embrace stillness, right? It's kind of like the lotus is almost finished opening, almost finished blossoming, right? And the lotus represents our enlightenment. You're almost there. And so you're being asked to embrace stillness. I just noticed we have a 7 and then 16 also reduces to a 7. So 7 might be a really important number here. But there's a sense of like, you're almost there, but there is this pause. And this pause is in order for you, and if there's anyone else involved in this, the other person as well, to get a new perspective. And we see this with study, and see how they're looking in the mirror. This is studying some aspect of self. What is this study card about? The Magician. Gemini and Virgo showing up, getting to know your own power, getting to figure out what you want to manifest, the strength of your own ideas, the strength of your own intention. Some of you are studying manifestation techniques, particularly candle work. And we actually have the candle right here as well. Yeah, and there's that Page of Swords. Some of you want to put something out online. The Page of Swords is also that student type energy. Yeah, and then we have the Knight of Swords at the bottom. Trying to like study what you want to say, what you want to make. There's something here. Your words are very, very powerful, both for your manifestations and might be the way forward to your success. You could have like big Gemini placements for sure. But I do see that with study, right? There's a curiosity with all the butterflies. Some of you are studying your own transformation. It's like, you know, again, because they're looking in the mirror, understanding how far you've come, right? So you're being asked to embrace the stillness at this time before you get your manifestation, your answered prayer. And this is something that you really, really want in the heart and soul, whether this is a person, you might be reconnecting with a goal. What is this Lover's energy? What is this Lover's energy, Spirit? Okay. I'll take it. These two we're like, whoop. Oh, there's 3. We have the World, the 4 of Pentacles with a little big booty squirrel, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Or, no, excuse me. In this deck, this is the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be something with an earth sign, potentially, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is leveling up, especially in your finances. Like finally mastering your material realm, whether this is like getting into like better health, whether this is getting into shape, getting your finances under control, finally saving up for something that you've been wanting. Some of you with this squirrel energy, you might kind of tend to be a little bit erratic and all over the place, or like a little bit, it's not even erratic, it's given real hardcore ADHD energy, where it's just, it might be hard for you to like find a goal and pursue it, or to find the right thing. You might tend to get bored a lot. It's like finally finding the perfect niche, right? The magician can talk about that, where it's like manifesting something that's like, you know, you can make anything happen. And so for some of you guys, what this Lovers is you've been trying to make something happen that would feel solid and secure, right? That would be nurturing, that would take care of you. And that would also give you a sense of, like a sense of accomplishment with the world, a feeling of leveling up. So for many of you, this is about finances and security. Like I said, for some of you, it's about health. For some, it's about a home. For some, it is about a child, because I keep wanting to call this the Queen of Pentacles. It's the King of Pentacles. But that, because I keep wanting to say it, there might be this aspect of like, you know, the Queen of Pentacles for me is a very maternal archetype. And we also have that energy with kind of like Mother Earth Gaia here. But this is getting to a place of kind of like stability and security. And that's what you've been working on. That's what you've been asking for. And again, some of you, this is in a love situation. And this is that answered prayer. So you're going to be achieving the results that you want. I feel like you're going to be getting more than you want. Maybe that's why I kind of pick up that energy with the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you would be happy just to have like stability and security within yourself. And you will either be brought like a person or an opportunity that then matches that. So for some of you, you're like, I just want to be able to pay my bills. That's it. You're about to get more than you asked for. You're about to get way more financial security, way more job security. You're about to, you know, like be able to pay off a home way earlier than you expected. There's something like that. Pay off a debt way earlier than you expected. And so it is this answered prayer. And I feel like with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Wands, it's going to set you free in order to pursue a new venture. It's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I manifested this. So what your intuition really wants you to know is that you have achieved a great cycle of healing, right? You've really done so much. And you're in this period where I think a lot of you feel this 8 of Wands and this answered prayer. You feel this good energy coming in. You feel the fruits of your labor coming in. You feel the returns coming in. But you're still in this last little period of stillness. And you're being asked to embrace that and to kind of study, again, some aspect of self. What is this, like, you know, we said, what is a study? And it was like the magician. So studying your own power, deciding exactly what you want to manifest. I'm seeing putting the cherry on top, like fine-tuning some detail, because you're about to get what you want. So make sure it's good. Don't lowball yourself here. Yeah, the Ace of Swords, getting very, very clear on what you want, getting clear on where you want to go, because the butterfly's out of the cocoon. It's like, where do you want to go? Getting really clear on that. The 2 of Cups, again, for some of you, this is in a relationship, getting very clear on what you want out of a relationship. the Ace of Wands, you guys, this is very, very, very positive. And Temperance, you're manifesting. And it's something that is, you know, Temperance is the blending of two opposites, but it's also and that's where the magic is, right? And you're holding them in equal value and measure. So for some of you, this is a relationship where this might be opposites attract. And there's a sense where, because also too, we had, you know, Sagittarius energy. We also had Gemini showing up earlier with the Lovers. There's a sense where you and another, especially I love too, we have the Ace of Wands and we had the Ace of Cups earlier. There's a sense where you and another are finally coming into balance with your character traits, right? There's finally a healthy balance, because there may have been breakthroughs where there's appreciation, there's spiritual renewal, there's clarity, and that yields for this appreciation of each other's differences and each other's way of doing things, right? And this is something you may both have been working on with the Two of Cups. This is allowing you guys to really embrace the love between the two of you, instead of harboring resentment, or instead of focusing on the challenges. Again, it's like you're able to both appreciate each other's differences and work together and create a lot more synergy than you could in the past. That's why you're reconnecting. A lot of healing has taken place for both of you. Now, for others, this is really about like your manifestation, and it's you're finding, like we said before with the Magician, you might be able to do a little bit of everything. You might be prone to getting bored. You're trying to find the exact right mix for you. And so you're being encouraged to study that. And with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, it's like what stimulates your passions mentally, right? Creatively. What do you want to talk about? What do you love? You know, what do you love doing? What will you not shut the hell up about? What do you just love it? So you'll just like talk about it all the time. Like what captivates your energy so beautifully. And like, that is a gift from the universe, right? That in and of itself is a gift from the universe. Chase that, right? And so you're being asked to kind of like, if you could write it down in an ideal world, study what makes you happy. Like start to take notes about that, or like make a mental note of like, I'm passionate about this. I really like doing this. You know, I thought I liked this, but I don't. Some of you have been on that journey to find what is really truly authentic to you so you can manifest it. So you're being encouraged to continue that process of looking deeply at self, and aspects of self that are mirrored back to you. If this is a connection where there's a reconnection, aspects of self that have been mirrored back to you by this connection. So to greater understand not only yourself, but the person that you will be reconnecting with. But for the rest of you to be able to, again, understand what you want. Understand what makes you happy. Understand what makes you feel good. Understand what you're passionate about. What you could, you could just like go on about forever. What you could do forever. Because your prayer is about to be answered. And again, I feel like you're about to get a lot more than you asked for. So you're being encouraged in this period of stillness to really like spend time with that. So what your intuition is trying to kind of let you know, what you need to know about your intuition is, yes, you have wrapped up a big cycle. Yes, there is an even bigger one coming in. But in the interim, use this time wisely. Again, I do feel Jupiter's transits through Gemini, which start May 25th of this year, are going to play a very significant role in this for you. That might be a windfall time. So I think that's everything I've got for you guys today. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope I get the chance to read for you again real soon. Take care. Bye.